Greetings, family, near and far and wide, on planet, off planet, in the planet. Shambhala, you don't know how it goes already. If your nation's agreeable, step forward, disagreeable, step back. Because right about now, we ain't got no more time for that.
No, what's up?
Come in, my youth.
And yeah, we're back with Ladycrowne, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop, because it's real talk. Episode 104. Woo!
Wow.
1 plus 0 equals 1. 1 plus 4 equals 5. The number that is linked to new beginnings. And I hope all of you are having good new beginnings to your life, you know what I mean? And yeah, just like to say one thing right now, yeah? A lesson I learned is a lesson I can teach, and a winner never won without a lesson in defeat.
Ooh.
You like that one?
Slow motion this side.
Woo! You know that one
As
there,
Brother Ralph would say.
Trust me, shout out to my mentor right there.
Give me that one again, please. Give me that one
Are you
again.
sure?
Rewind, selector.
A lesson I learned is a lesson I can teach, and a winner never won without a lesson in defeat.
Wow.
You know? Just deep it.
Yeah.
It's not a joke out here. Trust me. But yeah, greetings to you all, you know. And we send you all infinite blessings and love and appreciation for life, you know what I mean? Because trust me, we have gratitude because we got a good attitude, baby. Trust me, everything's interconnected. But big up to all of you out there. And yeah, we got the pyramid on base. You get me? Just we got the pyramid on base for order.
Copper, labyrinth, all kind of different stones in them. Can't remember them name no.
Shout out to Nukta Raytech.
Yeah.
Got to shout him out. He's on TikTok.
Check out the brother on TikTok. He does some really amazing lives, and he goes lives.
He goes deep. He goes deep.
10 hours, you know, him do lives.
Yeah, man.
But you know, his tech is well. You know what I'm saying?
It's official.
We're wearing it. You know what I'm saying?
Just
and we're using it.
Man.
Yo, fam. Big shout out to that brother. Big shout out. You
know what? He's on my mind right now, so I'm going to shout him out. Shout outs to, what's his name? Just the Ordinary Citizen. Big ups to that brother there. Good brother. Got a lot of information for the people there. So big ups to you, man. And yeah, man.
Well, he was on TikTok before, but I think you kind of like, you know, when you talk certain things, like a lot of these platforms, they just kind of like bump you up. But he's back with the same name. I think he's got underscore in it now instead of it all being one word. But yeah, check him out. He's a real one. You know, there's not many of us out there. Trust me. But
it's not a joke.
Yeah, he's one of the real ones.
Something else has come to me now, you know. Yo, my mind's firing and wiring. Trust me, it's not a joke. When you really tap in every single second, trust me, your mind is vibrating on a higher frequency. Yeah, this has come to me now, yeah? A lot of people, yeah, they love what they hate and hate what they love. Deep that. It's crazy how it is, that Mazzolini fan, you know? You gotta realize that a lot of people are in a state of confusion. And trust me, we're just here to get you out the illusion. You get me? And make you realize that you have got the power. Trust me, you're so powerful. This is why I love this mantra, tapping in every single second, because I really live by it. And Ladycrowne does as well. Why? Because our energies are connected. When you've got a spiritual connection, yeah, with others, it resonates with your aura, with the way you present yourself, with the actions that you take in your life. This is how powerful we are. Like, trust me, your voice is so important. Your voice can move mountains. Trust me, the master teachers have really helped me. This is why I always shout them out more time. You get me? Because trust me, a lot of people don't realize how much power they got. And we're just here to spread the light, you know, to get you out of that darkness, because the darkness is there for a reason. It's there to teach you, you know? Like I said at the start, you know, a lesson, I mean, you can learn from your lessons, you know what I mean, that you've been taught. Trust me, you can learn from the lessons that you've been taught, man. And I've I've learned a lot, man. And one key thing that I learned is about self. This is why I always speak about it, and I'm just here to spread that message out there. And so is Ladycrowne, to teach you about the world and her experience, what she's gone through, and to give you Many lessons, man. Many lessons, man.
It's lifelong learning.
Yeah,
it's
man.
lifelong learning. I continue to learn every day.
Yeah, man.
You know, sovereignproject.live. Get onto the website. Peter Stone.
Your big shout outs, man.
Week 9 of the 22-week course. 2 hours, man. 7 till 9. It's not too late to join. Sign up, because all you do is get all of the videos that's gone past that you can go back to and watch at your leisure. Make notes. You get all the documents to download, so you end up with the actual booklet that he's done. He's done a big book with all the information. It's called the Sovereign Project, and everything that you download from the course is in that booklet. I think it's probably better to have the booklet, because then you've got it, it's all bound and everything, and there's no copyright on it, so you can reproduce it, you know, give it to friends, whatever. They pay for it, for the printing, and they've got it. It's a Bible for the free man and the free woman. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it the Old Testament, because you've got to learn the old before you come into the new, yeah? That's basically what it is. So I would encourage everybody out there to really start to stand in your power and know that you and me and STS and everybody that incarnated, born on this planet, you were born sovereign, free. That's why the little boys call them master until the age of 14, when they're turning him into a mister, which means he's a nobody piece of shit. Basically, that's what mister means. They call you master when they write to a little boy. What is a master? Look at the word master, what it means. Exactly. You're in control. You govern your life. Your word is your bond, your law. You're the governor. But I don't want to teach you that. I want to keep you down and then give you that artificial title of a Mr. or Ms. or whatever, and then take you, mate. Yeah, you heard me. Batty.
I have to say, you know, you get me.
Because that's what they do.
Me. You know, we're in a world that is it's based on a lot of fake realities.
Yeah, all fake.
You know what I mean? Fake realities, man. And when you really get real, you'll realize how many people ain't real, fam. You get me? That's why there's a select few that are chosen.
Yeah.
You get me? Because you have to go through your darkness in order to spread the light. And a lot of people ain't willing to do that.
No.
You know? I even tell you something about me yesterday, because trust me, I keep it 100. I must have been crying for like half an hour, 40 minutes. And it was beautiful, because what I was doing was releasing energy, whereas the old self would, you know, have that stiff upper lip, you know, the ego taking control. Trust me, my ego is an observer and only a protector of self. You get me? And when you get to that mental state, it really help you on your journey, you know. So your consciousness is now creating your reality, not a subconscious program that's been programmed from the matrix that causes many tricks. You get me? A lot of people need to like keep it 100, man, because we're in a world right now where you being real is your greatest power. You vibrating in love is your greatest power. You know, fear is gonna leave you in a state of disarray. Trust me. And trust me, I've been there. You get me? But like I like to say, I really face real, trust me, real pain in it. So my fear came from 3 near deaths, but now transitioned to love, and I'm just here to spread that out with Ladycrowne, to show you that, trust me, you can come from some serious shit and come out of it. You know what I mean? We're master manifestors.
That's exactly what we are.
All right, you get me? So you can manifest anything when you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Real life.
Absolutely.
Blessings.
You know, as much as the cabal, the oligarchs, the elites, the 13 bloodlines, whatever you want to call them, you know, these little demons, that's what I call them, whatever they want to say and do, guess what? You don't make it affect you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing their thing to beguile you, to trick you, and to coerce you, and to frighten the shit out of you. Look how they're just moving you from one thing to the, it was COVID, then that's kind of died down, and now it's climate change, and then we've got the alien invasion. Can you just see the mass
I put the live on the Telegram. Ralph made a live about it.
You know, they're just, it's all to conjure up fear. Right about now, the whole system is changing, regardless of who wants it or not. And what you've got is powerful men, and probably some women in there, deciding how they're going to take control of your life again. How they're going to walk you into the slave ship, the citizenship, the apprenticeship, walk you back into it, because right about now you're out. Most people don't even know that. You're not free to rock in the Jubilee, 50-year Jubilee, all debts gone. You ain't got no death pledge, but guess what? As long as you represent that legal fiction, then you have. So they're going to try and walk you. So you got the BRICS coming out with their summit on the 22nd of August, where they're going to be releasing a gold-backed currency for international trade. You've got the Fed now pushing. You've got, what's his name, Elon Musk, changing it from Twitter to X. X what? I don't know, because he's going to want to build on a platform where you can actually send money to one another. It can be linked to your bank. You can see that they are lining up and jockeying for position. It's like there's a race starting and there's no barrier holding everybody back. So therefore, man and man's edging out and seeing who can get in front, because the one that takes off first, more time is going to win the race. You get what I'm saying? But it's a race for your soul. That's what it is, because they want to take full control of you. And by putting you in a state of fear and clapping your money in your fam, whoever sat down there right about now saying you've worked hard. Imagine you've worked your life, your bust your sweat, because you're most valuable. The most valuable thing to you on this planet, in this incarnation, you know, is your time. That's the most valuable thing. Go on, let's see.
And energy.
Okay.
Because that's what you truly are.
You exude your energy when you use your time. When you go out there and you toil, especially when you're doing physical work, that's your energy. You never regain that energy, you know, it's gone, it's dissipated. It's your time, it's so valuable. So if your time's so valuable and so short, because everybody said, why time shot? You know, what are we time speeding up? But if you spend 40, 50, 60 years, I'll walk for Bakra. Tell me something. You've given away your most important, your most precious is your time. You've traded that for a piece of monopoly money, because it's not backed by anything. It ain't been backed by gold or silver for 50, 60 years, maybe even longer. So you've been working for nothing. Imagine that. So you sat there with, I don't know, a pension that you haven't got yet, but you think you're going to get. You might have 1-2 Jill in the bank. You think, oh, I'll go and draw some of that out. Then you get questioned like it's, you know, you're a thief trying to take out your money. It just, when the realization hits men and women out there, that everything that they thought to be true was an absolute lie, and that every penny that you've got is no longer has any value, because even if it's still there and it's going to cost you 20 quid for a loaf of bread, tell me what your 10,000 or your 20,000 going to do, and your utility bills are now, instead of 2,000 a year, it's costing you 20,000 a year. How long would that piece of crap that you've got in your account last you? Because it's not worth anything. It's backed by nothing. You've got BlackRock, who poo-pooed Bitcoin back in 2018. Oh, it's this and it's not use for money laundering. Guess what they're doing? Acquiring Bitcoin. Central banks, as well as buying gold and silver, what are they doing? Buying Bitcoin. That's why this thing has been allowed to continue as it is, because that's what their man are grabbing. So whilst they're telling you to hold on to stocks and shares, yeah, and to hold on to your accounts that are closing, Westpac Bank gone down, another one's gone down in America. They don't even talk about it, because some big bank just come along and gobbles it up and tell you that everything's going to be all fine. The FDIC will pay you out, don't worry. They're going to pay you out with nothing, because it hasn't got any value, it's just been propped up. Do you get what I'm saying? So if people aren't getting the message now that they need to take action now, all of them, man, them out there, the gold bugs, the Bitcoiners, all of them are saying, they're screaming from the rooftops, do something now, because it's not going to be pretty for a lot of people. You're going to lose everything, regardless of whether they say, oh, you know, that 20 grand or that 20 quid or whatever that you had in your account, we're now going to change it into a Bitcoin, you know, the Bank of England digital coins. Don't worry about it, we'll just convert it over for you. But guess what? With a whole heap of conditions, where you can spend, how you can spend, what you can do. It'd be the Chinese credit score system that you'll have to deal with, and you'll have no choice, because you haven't made no provisions anywhere else. You don't even own £100 worth of Bitcoin. The other ones that we spoke about that the banks are going to be using to run their blockchain on, Stellar, XLM, XDC, Algorand. There's a ton out there. Ethereum, Litecoin. Do you get what I'm saying? People haven't even had a look at those. They don't know nothing about them. I've heard about Bitcoin. And the only time people spoke to me about Bitcoin was when Sam Bankman-Fried screwed everybody for 93 million and funneled it back to Ukraine and Democrats and Republicans, because they're all crooks and criminals. That's the only time somebody mentioned Bitcoin to me that I've never spoken to about cryptocurrency before. And what was it? Oh yeah, everybody lost their Bitcoin. Why is that? To frighten the pants off you and keep you away from it whilst they accumulate it. That's what these people are doing, and it sickens me. It really does, because I know enough man and woman out there, and their sons and daughters and their babies are going to suffer. That's why they can predict these drastic changes in terms of demographics and population. Look at the Edwin Deagle.com. Just go and have a look at that, because he made predictions. He's a remote viewer, a bit like Dick Old Guy and then Monday. And he was remote viewing back in 2014. And he came up with some astounding figures in terms of demographics and world population by 2025. Oh, where are we now? 2023. Not that far off. Go and have a look. Will it come true or not? I don't know, but we'll see, won't we? But the way things are going, they might make people disappear before time. You know that these things are real. People do remote view, and they can go way into the future to tell you what's coming. And this is what this man did. I think he worked for the intelligence agency as well before his demise in 2021. Not quite sure why he checked out, but you can guess, can't you? Come in, my youth.
Remember when I had that dream, about 2022, 2025, and 2027. Remember?
Yeah.
This was back in 2021.
Yeah.
I had that dream, and I made that video about it. Remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I made a video about it as well. I think I still got it.
Yeah, it'd be good to find that one, actually.
Yeah, because what it was showing me was those are going to be significant years coming. And when you do the numerals on it, 2025, like, what's that? Number 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
2027, what's that? 11. Think about it.
9/11, fam.
9/11.
Another emergency.
Trust me, like, you got to realize that things are coming, man.
Yeah.
And it's not all bad. Trust me.
It isn't. What you get, you see, when you tap into mainstream, you are going to be filled with fear, because everything that they give you is going to be that kind of, jumping out of your freaking drawers, because that's what they want you to do.
All the time, innit?
So you have to tap into the alternative. And anybody that says, I don't even know where to start. Well, I want to know where you've been in the last 3 years, when man and man lock you down in your own yard, tell you what you can do, what you can't do. You have to take certain procedures in order to go to work, or in order to get into a club or a pub. Where have you been in the last 3 years? If you don't know Wagwan, something wrong with you, not been on this planet. You've got Alzheimer's, dementia, and you don't even know that anything happened different, because you don't know one day from the next. But if you're not suffering with any of those things, then you must know that this is a concerted effort to reduce down the population. And they're not going to do it by any means necessary. And you can actually participate in your own bloody demise, which apparently billions of people have done. You get what I'm saying? They're not here for us. They never have been, and they never will be. We need to be there for one another. We need to do the
Each
things.
one teach one.
Absolutely. You see some kindness that takes place that they will never show you. They want to show you the blood, the gore, and everything. And most of these things they orchestrate anyway. Even when there is a loss of life, an injury, these things are orchestrated, because it has to be real in order to convince you that something really happened. You would never think that men would sit and plot to do something that would cause harm, literally loss of life. You would never think that they would do that, but you have to ask yourself, what kind of men or women are these? You get what I'm saying? Psychopaths, sociopaths. You got the likes of Tony Blair, the devil himself, sitting down there telling man and man, you get used to it. This is what you need to do. And quite frankly, you're an idiot if you don't go and take the stab jab. That's what that demon said. You get what I'm saying? So there's different kinds of men and women on the planet, and you got to know that the ones that are at the helm are not serving the interests of everybody else. That's why you have to take back what was yours in the first place. Your freedom and your right to agree, disagree, consent, not consent. You get what I'm trying to say? Take it all back. It's out there for you. But as long as you still on the government tick, you're in a bad way, because you know what's coming, don't you? Universal basic income. I think they're already trialing it somewhere, because they are hell-bent on taking control of your lives and owning you. Literally. It's a big club.
And you ain't invited.
You ain't in it.
Yeah.
We ain't in it. But guess what? Would you want to belong to a club like that? That steals from the most vulnerable, yeah? That has a system whereby your education is one whereby they take you, make idiot and turn you in a fool. Send you go to school and teach you how to spell, which is what witches do, cast spells. Would you want to be involved in a system whereby when you're not well, they come and treat you with something that can possibly, cause you even more harm and injury? Do you get what I'm saying? Would you want to be in a system whereby when you go and buy food, they tell you so them genetically modify it and then use all kind of synthing to make it, or it's made in a 3D lab? You get what I'm saying? Do you want to be involved in a system whereby they make equipment for you to use, but they build it with obsolescence? So instead of it lasting you a lifetime, it lasts you 2 years, 3 years, so you can go back and go buy the next one. You have to ask yourself those questions. And if the answer is no, then what you're going to do about it? Because if you're dependent on it, because if them take that titty away, take it away, yeah?
Titty away.
If them take that breast away, yeah? And you have got no means to sustain yourself, no sustenance, how long you going to last before you're dead? So guess what? If you haven't already weaned yourself off, because our baby have to wean themselves, otherwise they're a big man and still a suck on their mother breast. That wouldn't look too good. You understand me? So you have to wean yourself off, because that's how they've enslaved man. You get what I'm saying? Wean yourself off, and guess what? Quick time.
I'm sure in China, I'm sure it's up to 5-6 years old. They're still on the mum's breast.
Brazil.
Is it Brazil?
Brazil, yeah, Brazil, Mexico. Then where their parents, mother and father go to school.
Guess what? They're getting good nutrients, minerals. Yeah, it's a good
I
thing.
agree.
People think it's bad, but fam,
no, it's not.
Perception, fam.
It's not. And when it comes to that, but I'm
I'm
using it in terms of.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. No, don't get. I know
metaphorically speaking,
you
get me.
I know exactly what you're saying.
So it's if you don't do something now, then I don't know when you're going to do it, and we can't do it for you. You get what I'm saying? Because all the time we come on here, we've been saying to people, the man and the woman, them, listen.
Shout out to Big Bro Trent out there.
Listen. That's what we've been saying. 2 of these for a reason. You get what I'm saying? And you've got to be tuned into the right frequency.
Trust me.
If you're not, dog, nyam your supper.
You're fenny.
You're fart. You understand me? It's not going to be pretty. And guess what? All done by design. You understand me? All done by design. Your overlords are going to cause this misery and world of pain, hunger, starvation. Throughout history, there have been millions of people wiped off the face of this planet at the hands of their so-called leaders. Mao. You get what I'm saying? Almost 1 million of people them killed. Never mind about the wars. When you look at what's taken place in the planet, as long as we've been on the planet, and then look back at the history, and you can see, you know what I mean, the Black Plague and this, millions of people were wiped off. It's what's the book called? The Fourth Turning, where everything is cyclical, and there's 4 stages of the fourth turning, and we're in the latter stages, which is this old system being left and a new one. But guess what? The whole heap of turmoil, pain, anguish, death is going to take place, and it's taking place now. We're in the fourth turning, that fourth cycle. There's I think you can get the audio book on YouTube, and you get little clips where people just literally take you through those 4 cycles. And trust me, that's exactly what's happening. So it's time for you to wake up out of your slumber. They put us asleep by using words like wake, because when you're awake, that had somebody were dead, and afterwards you go and have a little sandwich. That's what's called a wake. But they tell you to wake up. It's all in their language. It's that trick sleight of hand and those words that put you in that dead state. Yeah, you're up and about, you're doing what you're doing, but literally you're walking dead. That's how they've made us. Walking duppy. Anybody say, "Oh, I'm afraid of duppy." Well, you must be afraid of yourself. Because that's what they've done. So when you know all that, and you realise all that, and you get that epiphany, you go, "Me rotted." Do something. Do something today. Because I'm telling you now, we're approaching August. We've had strange July, and we've had nothing but some piece of rain come down with us.
Cool, yeah. It's been a cool summer,
very,
fam.
it's been a very cool summer. Things are gonna, it's cool for us, but when you look at parts of Canada and Greece, them are burned down, and it's not natural. It's not natural. Is it because of these things that they're putting up all over the place, the 5 energy that they're doing, that's causing these fires? I don't know, but it's not natural. Yeah, so them are dead or for heat over there to kill them, and other parts of the world where people are putting on coats, jackets, you know, they're messing with us, and it's time for us to say no more and just, you know what I mean, just get them out of your life and not be dependent on them, because if you're dependent on them, you're still on that breast, and them take it where and tell you the only way you're going to get it back is if you do X, Y, and Z. You're going to have no choice, and trust me, you always got choice. That's one thing you've got, to choose to be free or to be a slave. Una choose and una choose today. Now you wrap up.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to survive without the tip.
You better.
You know, none of them ones there. It's all about growing up and realizing that you've got the power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a flip, no rehearsal, no script, no acting going on. And yeah, keep working on your mind, body, and soul in order to achieve your goals, because we're there, yo, with you.
Spiritually.
Don't know, bro and sis, stay blessed. Ladycrowne and STS over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people. Have a strong day.